You're listening to the Six Figure Trucker, brought to you by Norton Transport, and thank you for joining us for this brand new Drivers of the Year series. We hope you enjoy these bonus episodes, and maybe we'll see you in the winner's circle real soon with a fat check in hand. And some of these drivers will be stopping by the office for some festivities, photo ops, and that fat check. Now, this is one, of course, our drivers richly deserve for all they do for Norton Transport. Let's go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Six Figure Trucker, brought to you by Norton Transport. Of course, this is a venue where we elevate and celebrate the drivers each and every week, and we've got some bonus episodes for you. We're looking back at 2023 for some of the Drivers of the Year, and we're fortunate to have Timothy Henderson with us now, also known as Tim. How are you?
I'm doing great. Good morning, everyone.
Now, for this bonus episode and for our Drivers of the Year, there's many components that come into it that make them Drivers of the Year. Some of it's statistical, some of it's the loads that they take, some of it's the gross profit that they generate, but it's also a nomination from somebody who really appreciates the work that they do. And Kim Ross, one of our dispatch team leaders, has nominated you, Tim. Now, how does that make you feel to be nominated by somebody you're in contact with all the time?
It feels awesome, especially knowing that she got, wasn't it Dispatch of the Month?
Employee of the
Month. Yeah, absolutely. So the fact that we work as a team, and the fact that we both could be acknowledged for the work that we do, it means a lot to me because, a lot goes into what we do.
Now, Kim, obviously you've been doing this for a good while, and what in your mind made you think about Timothy as a candidate for Drivers of the Year?
My main reason was he is super easygoing. Like anything I offer him, he's always willing to take it, even if I think I'm sending him somewhere that I'm worried about. He's always like, "We'll figure it out, Kim. We'll figure it out." And if things go wrong on his loads, I seem to be the one that gets more worked up about it than him. And he just always stays calm, and he stays on the road. He runs. He doesn't give me any problems. He always normally has his own travel figured out. He's just super easy driver. Like we get along really good, and he's my best driver. So
appreciate that.
Well, Tim, that's high praise. I mean, that's got to make you feel good. If you guys could see the smile on his face, it's proof positive that it is. I mean, how does that make you feel to hear that from Kim?
It feels awesome, especially because it's my purpose to be one of her easiest drivers, because I've dispatched before. I've had my own business, and when I had to dispatch my own brothers, and they love me and they gave me the blues sometimes. So I always want to make sure that as a driver, I just want to be the best driver for my dispatch, especially for everything that she does for me, because she, as much as I could complain, I don't have to worry about half the things that I would normally have to worry about, because I know Kim's got my back. So
what gives you that easygoing, laid back attitude?
Just the experience and just understanding in trucking that you're going to have great days and then the rest of them, you know what I mean? So it's just you take the day as it comes, and it's never personal, right? Like when things happen, it's not because it's you. That's just how it happened that particular day. So, I love the great days, but I also accept the ones that are more challenging, because if I can learn something that day from any particular experience, I'll come out a better person, a better driver.
We've got Tim and Kim here in the podcast studio. We're fortunate enough to have Tim drop in with us. And Kim, I just wanted to ask before we let you go, I know you got a busy schedule today. You talked about why you brought him in. How does it make it feel for you to see him become one of the Drivers of the Year?
Oh, I'm so excited for him, because I know he's a super hard worker, and I'm just really excited. I'm excited he's my driver, and that I get to talk to him. I look forward to talking to him every day. So I'm happy for him.
All right. Thank you very much, Kim, for jumping in here with us. Tim, you and I are going to rock it a little bit here.
All right.
And, of course, you're listening to the Six Figure Trucker bonus episode brought to you by Norton Transport, and we're talking with Timothy Henderson. Do you go by Tim or Timothy?
Either one. I accept both. My elder relatives call me Timothy, and everybody younger call me Tim. So I accept both. I love them both.
Now, we were talking about you've dispatched in the past, and Kim had to step out to get back to work. But what's it like for you to have such a good relationship with not only Kim but her whole team, that dispatch team?
To me, it's very important because that's the successful recipe. That's the winning recipe. It starts at the top, but it also doesn't stop at the bottom. I think everything. If everything's working fluidly, then we can all not only just make money, but we can kind of make this train kind of go. And for me, like I said, I always want to be an asset and not a liability. I always want to be the driver that, like she said, when she sees my name pop up, it's an immediate answer because she knows if I'm calling with an issue, I've already tried to solve it myself 3 or 4 times before I got her involved. And typically when I get her involved, when I get anybody on the team involved, it's something specific I need that, I can steer them directly to, or they can steer me directly to.
You made some great answers there in some of the analogies. The winning recipe, the train, keep the train rolling, starts at the top, goes to the bottom, but it's important on all levels there. Wanted to key in, kind of dig a little deeper on the recipe that you were talking about. Relationship between a dispatcher and a driver, the recipe, what kind of food would you describe as what's cooked up by a dispatcher and a driver?
So it's
if you had to compare it, what kind of is it, jambalaya or what?
It wouldn't. It's not a jambalaya because a jambalaya is kind of hectic, right? It's like organized chaos. It's more of like a quiche, if I may, where it's you have your layers, but each layer is ultra important, right, to the taste profile, right? And you can always know, like if they didn't use the right sauces or if they didn't use the right pot, or the sauce is off, you can always tell where each individual ingredient is ultra important to the overall, to the taste of the dish. So with me, because I've dispatched myself and I understand her value, or just the value of the dispatchers or just everybody that's on the team, because that's just one less thing that I have to worry about. All I really have to worry about is picking up on time, is delivering on time, and making sure I'm safe.
That is a great explanation. That is a great explanation, going with the quiche and the layers and the importance of each. You're a deep dude. Now, tell us a little bit about, we know that you're a CDL driver.
Yes.
And you're a Class A driver.
Yes.
How long have you been doing it?
2017, December 2017 is when I first got my driver's license, or my CDL. But I worked at a chemical plant, and I'm kind of a busybody. So in the meantime, between time, we worked a 12-hour shift, so I would just kind of take on odds ends of the job, So I worked in the hazardous waste storage, and we used to have trailers that we used to have to move, and we had like a yard truck and all this. And our campus was pretty big, so they quote unquote trained me how to drive the yard truck and how to move trailers. And I just always in the back of my mind was like, I'm gonna get my CDL because this is something that I was interested in doing. So that was in 2008. So I have, from 2008, I pretty much have a CDL, quasi CDL experience, but I got my CDL in 2017.
Gotcha.
And hit the road and been running ever since.
So you pretty much got nominated, so to speak, at the plant there.
Yeah. Once you do it once, if you show that you can do something, that's your job.
I gotcha.
So, and I learned that quick. But like I said, I'm a busybody. So at any time where if I see I can assert myself into something and take care of a need, I'm gonna do it anyway.
You're listening to the Six Figure Trucker bonus episode with Timothy, also known as Tim Henderson, joining us here. And one key part that we left out, not only have you been recognized as one of the drivers of the year because of the respect we have for you, the respect you've earned, and the quality of your work and the relationships that you've built with our team, and it goes back to you and the professionalism that you show on the road with customers. But one key thing about this kind of recognition is what you have sitting beside you here in the photo op there. Tell us a little bit about this check you got.
Okay, so I'm the type of person, if I'm busy, if I'm driving, I barely answer the phone. One of the few people that I will answer for is Kim. So I actually got a phone call. I forget who was calling me, but I missed it. And Kim called me right after. She was like, hey, somebody's trying to get a hold of you. Like, you need to, answer the call. And I was like, okay, cool. So I answered the call, or I called him back. And she was like, "Oh, you got the driver of the year," and I was just like, "Oh, wow." I didn't even ask about money. I didn't even know about money until I kind of got here this morning. So, you know, she kind of hinted at it, but I didn't know about I didn't know about anything. I just knew she just said come in to get a big check or whatever. I'm just thinking, maybe $100 or something, just. So the fact that it's $1,000 it's amazing. Um, I can't, like I said, this was all unexpected. Like I don't really work or I don't do things to receive notoriety or anything in return. But the fact that I got the acknowledgement and you guys are so gracious enough to cut me a check for $1,000, man, that's awesome.
Have you planned yet where you're going to spend that $1,000? Is it going to be leisure? Or is it going to be paying bills? What's it going to be?
Probably
I know
on
it's
the kids.
fresh in the
Yeah,
course,
I
so
don't.
you
I
just
don't
got
know.
it.
Probably be spent on the kids. They'll probably figure out because those are the first people I'm going to tell. I got a group text with my kids, so I'm gonna group. I know they're waiting to see what happened and see what I got. They thinking I'm getting T-shirts and stuff. They want the T-shirts and the hats. So
We can hook you up there too. We can hook you up
so that's what they're waiting on. So when I tell them I got some money, I'm sure they'll help me spend it.
Have you started that text with them yet? Do they know something's coming?
Nope.
Other than the T-shirts and the hats?
Yep.
Gotcha.
I probably just promised some T-shirts and hats. That's all I said.
Gotcha. Now, home city for you is
Charlotte, North Carolina.
the Queen City there.
Yes.
How long have you been there?
Since 2015. Yes, 2015.
Are you a Carolina Panthers fan?
I am not. I'm a Cincinnati Bengals fan.
Okay, Joe Burrow and crew.
That's it. Who
Now-
they?
They Cincinnati. I mean, with the injury to Burrow, was a little bit of a side, knocked them out a little bit.
It was.
Now, even though you live in Charlotte, the Panthers just don't blow your skirt up, so to speak.
Okay. So when I first moved, to Charlotte, I hate to admit this, I was done with the Bengals. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna switch cats. Like it's cool. It'll be an easy switch. And I was a Panthers fan off for about 20 minutes, and I was like, you know what, this ain't it. And so went and put my Bengals hat back on, and like what I do respect about the Carolina Panthers and the fans is that they are die hard, and it's North and South Carolina. Like they come out, they rep their city, they rep their team. So I do respect that for sure.
They got to be diehard this year. I mean, after what they've been through. But you went back to your first love with the Bengals.
That's it.
All right. We're listening here to Timothy Henderson on the Six Figure Trucker bonus episode. Timothy is one of our drivers of the year. And, of course, if you've been joining us on this bonus episode, you know he earned that recognition and the $1,000 because of his effort on the roads, his on-time percentage, the things that he does, takes the loads willingly, has a great relationship with his dispatcher, and also earned that respect. And, a lot of people, when you talk about the word respect, what does it mean to you?
Well, to me, it's something that is given first. I have to teach you how to respect me by first showing you respect, right? It's really hard to disrespect somebody who is showing you respect. And then when you do, you look like the person that's off and not me. So respect is understanding the gravity of any particular situation, any particular faction, any particular person, and just understanding that their space in this universe is equally as important as yours. So particularly any idea or any concept, it could be any project, just any really anything that is outside of myself, that forces me to think outside of myself, right? You have to give respect to it. You have to show respect to it, because if not, then, the world, which I believe is one of the problems we have, is we've become a little bit more selfish than selfless. So I think with respect, it just allows you to operate outside of yourself.
Have you always been this deep, or has it been an involvement?
It's an involvement. Maybe I spend a lot of time by myself, so I think a lot. But I think it just with maturity and with age, I'm more. If you ask me a question, I just feel more comfortable answering it. You know what I mean? And I read a lot, so I have the words. I can create the words, or I can put together the words to kind of express myself. I think that's just come over time and wisdom. So, yeah.
You were talking about age, and Timothy Henderson is joining us in person here on the Six Figure Trucker. It's hard for me to get a read about how old you are. I'm going to guess that you're older than I think you are just on your physical appearance. How old are you, Tim?
I am 40 years old.
40 years old, looking
Yes.
good, man.
Thank you.
And how were you able to join us here in person today? I know I talked to Kim a little bit about it yesterday. You were en route from somewhere. I was trying to recall where you were
Salem, Virginia.
and where are you going to?
Going to Fort Payne, Alabama.
Okay, so you're picking up a garbage truck.
That's it.
I got you. Now, coming from Salem to here, I mean, this is right on your path to
That's
get
it. It was purposefully done.
there. Absolutely.
It was purposefully done. Yeah.
The world was treating you right.
Well, actually, you're right. What happened was when they first told me about it, I wasn't planning on getting here until next week. And as soon as I got off the phone and I said it, I was thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? If they can take the time to acknowledge me, I'll take the time to go receive. So I got on the phone with Kim, and we were just looking over it, and because was it a group load? I think it was a group load. And let me tell you how how when it's lined up, when it's a line, it's just a line. That particular load stayed on the board all day. And if you know anything about loads on that load board, if it's good, it's leaving. Like as soon as it gets there, somebody's looking at it. If you can ever deliver somewhere and pick up in the same city, let alone down the road from each other, it's going very, very quick. And that load stayed on the load board all day, so I knew that's the one I was supposed to take. So
Yeah, when you can deliver and pick up in the same city, obviously that's money in the bank.
That's it.
Yeah.
You don't even think about that. You just do it.
And plus, you stopped in, got $1,000.
Hey,
money
come
in your
on,
bank.
man. Come on, man. Like it just it's working. That's all I can say. I will relish in this week, but this right here is the result of a lot of hard work, a lot of like scratching of my head and pulling up my chin hairs, trying to figure out what I was going to do next. And it always works itself out if you just take a couple deep breaths and just relax, call on your resources, use the people that are out here for you to use, and it always works itself out.
So where's that load from Alabama going to?
Romulus, Michigan.
Okay, yeah, we
Yep.
got a bunch going up to Romulus there. That's not too bad of a run for you.
Nah, man, it's very easy. Very easy.
Now, you were talking about you're going to talk with a group text with your children about this day, a noteworthy day for sure, being one of the drivers of the year here at Norton Transport. How many children do you have?
I have 3.
3 kids?
Yep. One's 21. He's at University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. He's taking animal science. My second youngest son is he's 16, sophomore at Butler High School, and then my daughter, she's 13. She's
Gotcha.
in 7th grade.
So having 3 kids in your family there, this obviously will come in handy,
Yeah.
as you also pointed out very significantly there, to have this to spend on their kids there. Most important to you. And I wanted to ask you, how did you come to Norton Transport? How long have you been with us?
Okay, I was referred by one of my good friends, Hernandez Robinson. He still works here, and I'm gonna tell you, when I first got on, it's just like, it's just another company. From the orientation, just how they were very hands on in making sure I understood and had everything I needed to begin running. Then I just start seeing how you guys treated us and how much y'all worked for us, and that was it. Like I went from not really knowing if I was just gonna test it out that first week. I'm just gonna do a couple this first week. I haven't ran. I never stopped.
Never look back.
I went full speed ahead. And that's a testament. And I've worked for a few companies, especially trucking companies, and this is by far the best one I've ever worked for.
Timothy Henderson here on the Six Figure Trucker, brought to you by Norton Transport. Of course, this is a bonus episode. Timothy, very deservedly so, one of our drivers of the year. Timothy, thanks for coming in. We're very grateful, company-wide, and you were able to shake the man's hand outside here. He is very grateful. I mean, those were exactly true words. I was standing there, and we really appreciate the work you do for us.
Yeah, and I appreciate you each and every person in this office, and then each and every person that's not here, works remote. Everything you guys do really does help us. And some drivers may not be great at communicating that, but I'm sure if the needle was to the fire, they would say the same.
You heard it there from one of our drivers of the year, Timothy Henderson. We'll have some more bonus episodes coming up down the road for some of our other drivers of the year, but Timothy's certainly one of the special ones.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.